Hope you guys are doing well. Almost done here. It is currently 10 a.m. in Minnesota. I am still waking up. Where are you at, Violet?
Same. Kind of a rainy, sleepy day today.
Is it raining?
It was earlier.
Okay, yeah, I came in at like 7:20 today.
Oh,
So
wow.
I haven't been out of my office since.
Yeah.
I will exit once this webinar is over. How are you guys doing? If you want to let us know where you're watching from, what time it is for you. Yeah, it's been the weather's been a little weird. I feel like we've had pretty rainy days and then also like really humid days, so it's been something for sure. I'm not complaining though. I'll take it over the snow. No
Same.
complaints. Yeah, today we're talking about traveling to Mankato, but I'll let Violet introduce herself a little bit and tell us about her role at KIC. Violet has been part of our pre-arrival webinar series, but for those that are new, I'm sure they'd love to know who you are.
Hi, everyone. My name is Violet Kine. I'm the International Enrollment Coordinator here at the Kearney International Center. So my job is to help make the whole process of you getting here a little bit easier. I answer a lot of emails and phone calls and help out with things like this. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at international@mnsu.edu, and me or somebody from the team will get back to you and help you out. So just know you're not alone, and we're pretty good at helping international students. We have a lot of international students here, which is something that makes MSU really special. So, who are you, PJ?
I couldn't find my mouse cursor for a little bit. Um, Hi everyone, my name is PJ Gurung. I'm the Assistant Director for Strategic Communications and Recruitment at the KICE. A lot of my role centers around website updates, making sure you guys are able to access your acceptance letters, communications, pre-arrival, visa prep sessions, um, recruitment, on-the-ground recruitment, etc. Yeah, that's me. I am a former international student working at KIC now. I love it. I love interacting with you guys and welcoming you guys to Minnesota. And yeah, I'm gonna get started right away. Today we're talking about, if I can actually share my screen, Lord have mercy. I am having a morning, you guys.
While we're here, if you want to put in the chat where you're tuning in from, we would love to know.
Yes. While I can get this set up, I want to make sure that you guys can actually chat. Hold on. Okay, yeah, you guys should be able to. Um, if you guys want to let us know what your favorite season is too, my favorite season is summer. What about you,
I'm going to
Violet?
agree with, yeah, I'm a summer person, but fall in Minnesota is also quite beautiful. And for some of you, that's going to be your first experience of Minnesota, and I love that.
Yes, that's so true. Fall is extremely beautiful because the leaves are changing color. The hikes hit really different when you go out. So definitely when you're here, go outdoors, explore the area. And MSU itself is really walkable. You can like walk the entire campus and it's still going to be really scenic and peaceful before it starts snowing. Definitely do that. But before you're even able to do that, you need to get to Mankato. So today we're going to talk about the MSB Airport, Customs and Border Patrol, aka Immigration, and how to get to Mankato. For those that are not aware, Mankato, Minnesota is about an hour and a half south of Minneapolis. Um, so it's a bit of a drive, and I feel like that's a little intimidating for a lot of students because you don't know how to get from there to here. So we'll talk about all of that. And Violet, at any point, please do chime in and add any information that I might miss. So, most of the time when you're coming to Minnesota, you're likely going to be arriving at Terminal 1, which is the International Arrivals Terminal. Minneapolis, so MSB has two airports technically. We have Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. They're in slightly different locations, and typically you will be coming into Terminal 1. The one thing I will point out is please do not smoke. No smoking is allowed in the airport. There are designated spots that you can go and smoke, but please be careful about that. Actually, I'm gonna look at the answers really quickly. Eldana, we're struggling with the visa interview. We have done a few visa prep sessions already that I encourage you to go on our YouTube and rewatch. We are also going to have a final visa prep session sometime soon, so definitely sign up for that as well. We really go into the ins and outs of visa prep, questions to prepare for, what to take to your interview, what to expect the day of, all of that, and in between. So I highly encourage you to do that. We also, in our visa prep sessions, share a lot of resources that are really important for you guys to go through if you want to have a successful interview. Again, we're not guaranteeing that you're going to get a visa interview right, but we do provide you with the resources to prepare your answers and make sure they sound authentic. Michelle said, "Hi, PJ and Violet. I am Michelle from Malaysia. I enjoy spring and fall. I have a feeling I might fall in love with summer in Minnesota. I think you'll really enjoy it. And plus, we have a 3 month break during summer, so a lot of students you can go up north to Duluth. Beautiful place if you can go up north. Absolutely stunning. Violet, have you been to the Black Beach yet? I have not. I really want to go.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I have. I've been up to Duluth, but not there. So
I think it's a
that's
little
gonna
bit
happen.
away from Duluth, yeah.
Yeah,
Again, we're not
yeah,
next to
it's
the
so pretty up
ocean.
there.
We're not next to the ocean technically, but we do have a black sand beach in Minnesota, and I've seen pictures of it, and it's so beautiful. I just haven't had the chance to go there yet. I really wanted to go this year, but I don't know if I'll be able to, but it looks so beautiful. I highly encourage you guys to go. Summer is the perfect time for it. Rahat said, "I am from Pakistan and my favorite season is winter according to Pakistan weather." We'll see if your answer stays the same when you get.
That's going to
Just
be a
kidding.
pretty drastic change.
It's not bad. It's not that bad. You get the first winter is usually the worst, and then you get used to it. It gets easier. I'm not saying used to it, but it gets a little easier because you know what to expect. But thank you for answering those questions. Oh,
Oh, yes.
YouTube link for the visa prep. Violet will share that in the chat for you guys. If you're traveling to Mankato, obviously the first thing to know is you're gonna have to go through Customs and Border Patrol, which is the passport control. Once you get off the airplane, before you can even go to baggage claim, you have to go through immigration first. Just know that sometimes, depending on how busy it is, you could be in line for a few hours. Sometimes it's really busy, sometimes it goes really fast. From my personal experience, Minnesota itself, the MSP airport moves really fast compared to other states that I've had to enter through, personally, from my experience. We're just really efficient at MSP. I love our airport, everything moves so fast. So you might not be waiting too long, but again, I can't guarantee. It depends on the day. So just be prepared to be standing in line for a little bit. Few things to make sure you pack in your carry-on. Again, this is going in your carry-on, not your suitcase that you're checking in. This needs to be with you in your backpack or in your carry-on. Your passport, obviously with your visa stamp, your printed and signed I-20, any financial affidavit and bank statements. It can be the one that you submitted to us for your I-20. Just make sure you pack those just to be safe. And of course, your admissions letter. Typically, they're not going to ask to see your bank statements or your sponsor letter or anything. However, it's always nice to have just in case they do want to ask you further questions about it. So make sure you have these, and also, like I always say, make sure you have it in a folder. I don't have a folder next to me today, but make sure you have it in a folder and make sure they're marked so that they're easy to find. Um, remember that the Customs and Border Patrol officer has probably been doing that for the past 4 or 5 hours. So sometimes they're really tired and they might not have enough patience. So just make sure you have everything on hand with you, ready to go. So this is kind of what it looks like, as you can see on the screen. They'll ask for your passport, they'll scan it, they'll take a picture of you typically, and then they will look at your documents, your I-20, and basically confirm that you are actually who you say you are. Your name matches, your name on your passport matches your I-20, and this is why it's really important that you check your I-20 for your information. Make sure everything is correct, especially the spelling of your name, date of birth, all of that. Always double, triple check. When you get it from us, double, triple check that all of the spelling is correct. The Customs and Border Patrol will essentially make sure that everything, that you're you, and they'll ask a few questions. Usually it's the purpose of your visit, how long are you staying, and if you have the means to support yourself financially. The one question that I did get asked this last time was what my address in Minnesota is, so I had to give that. For some of you, if you are staying on campus, you will just say you're staying on campus. If you've already received your visa and signed a lease, which you should be doing after you have your visa, we always tell students to make sure your housing situation is confirmed before you get here. The reason being, we don't assist with temporary housing or anything, so if you get here and you don't have housing, we will essentially direct you to the hotel that's really close to our campus. However, it can get pricey depending on how long you're staying there. So make sure you have those situated. But in my experience, personally, my experience with getting through Customs and Border Patrol once I'm at the window with the officer has been less than 3 minutes. Might be the same for you guys, it might be longer, it really depends. But be honest, be confident, be friendly, don't be rude to them. Very important, be nice. Minnesotans are known for being nice, but you also don't want to push any buttons. So be nice, be honest, and essentially that's it. And once they say, welcome to Minnesota, you go through Customs and Border Patrol. Here's a few numbers for you in case something does come up. We have the front desk number if it's during working hours, the international admissions team number. It's 389, not 359. I feel like I keep forgetting to fix this, but it's 507-389-5200. A few other things to note. Sometimes, not always, there will be dogs present around the baggage claim areas. The dogs are searching for food, large sums of money, and or drugs. Don't be afraid. They are very well trained. Don't pet or ask to pet the dogs, especially if they have their vest on. That typically means that they're on duty. They're clocked in for work. Do not approach them. If they approach you, wait for the officer to tell you what to do next, but don't make any hasty movements, don't make any hasty decisions. If they tell you to stay where you are and let the dog sniff around, just be still. Sometimes they will also, before you get into line, they'll ask you to pair with someone else and walk through to the line area while the dog is kind of at the corner. There will be times when they are off duty, and in those instances they will have a sign that says off the clock, come pet me, and then that's when you can go and pet. I was able and very fortunate to be able to pet the cutest big dog. I love big dogs, and she was off duty. I'm pretty sure her name was Delphine. She was off duty, so I was able to pet her and love on her, and so it's really cute. But again, that was only because she was off duty. As long as you don't have anything illegal on you, this should go really smoothly. So make sure you're not packing anything you're not supposed to be packing. Once you're past Customs and Border Patrol and you go through baggage claim and you have your bag, the other thing to remember now is how do you get from MSB to Mankato? We do not recommend taking a taxi, Uber, or Lyft or other ride shares because they're so expensive and they're also really difficult to find because, again, this is an hour and a half. So the person, the Uber driver, if they accept your inquiry and say they're going to drive you, they're going to have to drive an hour and a half here and then drive back empty. So a lot of times they're not going to accept it. If they do, I usually tip them really well, but again, I personally do not take Uber if I don't have to. It's only in like emergency situations, and I've only had to do this once. But otherwise, we highly encourage you to look into Land to Air. It's the best option. They are the only shuttle service we have that picks you up directly from the airport and brings you directly on campus. It's an approximately an hour and a half trip, and depending on if you get the small van or the big van, they usually have a charging spot. It's very comfortable, and I mean, it's an hour and a half. You can kind of get to know the environment a little bit before you get to Mankato. I'll also go on their website in a little bit to show you guys what that looks like, but again, very easy. And the best thing is with Land to Air Express, their pricing starts as low as $15 up to $35 is what I've seen as being the most expensive, and that's one way. Compared to if you were taking a taxi or Uber, that would probably be around $200. Very expensive, you guys. With that, again, fall is coming up. I cannot believe it. I can't believe summer is almost over. I am really sad about it. What are your feelings, Violet?
Oh, sorry, I was dealing with a little bit of a situation there. But I can't believe that we're 6 weeks from orientation.
Yeah, it's moving. Time is going really fast. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me getting older, but I feel like time just moves really fast.
It
Um,
does.
I I fear I'm getting old, you guys. But yeah, attendance is mandatory. So if you're not able to get to Mankato by August 16th to check in on Monday, August 17th, you're gonna have to defer to a different term, which could be spring 2027. The first day to enter the US, however, is July 17th, 2026, which is 30 days before your program start date. Um, our peer mentors are looking forward to welcome you guys. Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok at KICMNSU. This is where we post a lot of our content. You get to see our students on campus, and we also post orientation updates leading up to orientation. We don't have that many sessions left actually, so I know that we had someone ask, I think it was Eldana. I am totally butchering your name, I am so sorry, but we have our final visa prep session on July 22nd at 9 a.m. Central Time, which is going to be me. We also do offer free visa prep sessions with our current international students. They are at limited times because, again, this is summer. However, you can also book a free visa prep session with our international students. It's usually a 30-minute block. They ask you some questions, listen to your answers, give you feedback on your answers to hopefully help you kind of feel more comfortable with the visa interview process, I should say. So if you're interested, definitely schedule a visa prep appointment with our students. The one thing that I will mention with that though is we want to make sure that you are showing up for the appointments you sign up for. Our students are typically going out of their way to do these sessions, and so we really ask that you show up at the times that you've promised to, just so we're not wasting anyone's time. If you're unable to make a visa prep session with our students, let us know at least 24 hours in advance so that we can let our students know as well. But with that, we have a few Instagram live sessions left as well, actually just a couple. This is where we have more of an informal session. I think the last one we had one of our student workers, Nguyen, join us. We were outside. We got to show the fountain that we have on campus. That video is still on our Instagram. We typically do not post our Instagram lives, but it was just a really funny live, so it's up there still. Um, yeah, I think that's most of what I meant. Asha, hey, I'm from Sweden, and the weather in Minnesota is very similar to the weather back home. Winter is my favorite season because I love cold weather and snow. Oh, that's so nice,
Perfect.
Asha. Yes, it is really. I think for some people, winter is definitely their favorite. I only know one other person that really enjoys winter, like the snow. I don't personally mind it, honestly. It's actually really nice, especially around the holidays. You know, it's like that stereotypical what you see on like an American movie in a Hallmark movie, you know? Like it's Christmas, you have the Christmas tree up and it's snowing outside. Kind of reminds me of that. For spring 2027, yes, October 1st is the deadline. Thank you, Violet. Do we have any questions on YouTube? I don't think so.
No, we don't.
Perfect. And again, guys, all of our webinars are recorded. They, as soon as we end our lives, the recorded session stays on our YouTube page, which is Carney Center. So feel free to subscribe to us there as well. We post a lot of content on that page, but primarily we post a lot on our Instagram. You guys can also DM us on Instagram, and we typically do try to respond within 48 hours. During the summertime, I say 48 hours because I don't have my student workers with me, but during fall and spring, we typically answer within 24 hours. Yeah, with that, I had a feeling this would be a shorter session, so. Oh, wait, we do have questions. My bad.
Struggling
Struggling
with
with
visa
visa
interviews.
interviews.
Rejected 3 times. I'm sorry to hear that.
It is, yeah, basically, huh?
So, I suppose, if it's been 3 times, it's good to stop back and check and see, kind of, I guess, yeah, what happened, how far apart they were they all for the same semester within a short time frame? Um, like, what were your answers? There's a lot of things to think about, and sometimes if you go for repeated visa appointments and there hasn't been any change that's significant between one and the next, it can be hard to for a visa officer to see a new reason to issue the visa. Um, TJ, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think you hit it. You are spot on. I think the biggest question is what were your answers? What did they ask? And also, when you went for your second and third interview, what significant change did you show? Because if you've been denied the first time, the second time that you go, you need to show some sort of significant change that would help overturn that first rejection. So there's a lot of things, it could be your funding. So definitely reach out to us and we can maybe kind of look over your answers for you and give you feedback. But yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's not fun at all. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, we only have a few pre-arrival webinars before fall semester. We really appreciate you. And yeah, good luck and see you guys in the next webinar or Instagram Live.
Yeah, and see
Bye.
you next